took me fishing. Went down by the creek. He cut me a pole from a hickory stick. Didn't catch nothing, but I had a lot of fun. Just listen to the stories of what my daddy had done. Yeah, I love my daddy. My daddy loved me. He was big as a mountain and he was tall as a tree. The way that he looked when he smiled at me. I love my daddy and my daddy loved me. Well, he worked every day, but that was all right. 'Cause he'd take me to McDonald's every Friday night. I'd drive up to that window and I'd get a Big Mac. And me and Rover would eat it while we was riding in the back. And I loved my daddy and my daddy loved me. Big as a mountain and he was tall as a tree. The way that he looked when he smiled at me. Yeah, I love my daddy and my daddy loved me. I stepped up on his shoes and he took me by the hand. I looked up and I saw a giant of a man. He looked up in his eyes and he smiled down on me. Dancing on his shoes, I was happy as could be. And I love my daddy and my daddy loved me. Big as a mountain and he was tall as a tree. The way that he looked when he smiled at me. Well, I love my daddy, man, my daddy loved me. I knew one of these days I'd grow up and have kids of my own. I'd build my house and I'd make them a home. And I'd come home each evening to my wife and my kids. And I'd tell them all stories kind of like my daddy did. I love my daddy and my daddy loved me. He was big as a mountain, he was tall as a tree. The way that he looked when he smiled at me. And I love my daddy and my daddy loved me. Well, one of these days, this old dad may be gone. I leave them at the house and I leave them all alone. But somewhere in the songs of my family, you hear I love my daddy and my daddy loved me. Yeah, I love my daddy and my daddy loved me. Big as a mountain and he was tall as a tree. The way that he looked when he smiled at me. I love my daddy loved me.